The film Wrath of Man, it's an interesting concept about a guy who is moving money from armored cars and whatnot. And it's certainly the darkest film from the director Guy Ritchie. I would recommend this movie, especially if you're a fan of that director. Yeah, I always enjoy Guy Ritchie films, especially this one, considering the film stars Jason Statham. And whenever he stars in a movie, things get fucked up all the way. I mean, he's shooting guys, he got this particular set of skills, and his character's badass. What can I say? If anything, Jason Statham plays a character H. He's a security guard. He moves money from armored cars. And so, when a particularly bad thing happens in his life, well, it's the catalyst that leads to other events. I will say that for a Jason Statham film, he certainly is an interesting character. H is certainly dark. This whole film's dark, like I mentioned. And I really enjoyed the cast of this film. It's like a left turn, and shit just gets wilder and wilder as time goes on. If anything, I heard good things about this film before it came out, before I seen it. And I will say I was pleasantly surprised at how well put the plot of this film was. Now, it's basic cookie cutter plot. A lot of things go on in this film. And without spoiling anything, it certainly is interesting coming from Guy Ritchie. When his past films, such as like Snatch or Gentleman, it had bits of comedy in it. Not so much with this film. I will say though, if you enjoy Guy Ritchie films, you might enjoy this despite the darker tone here. I will say, character-wise, there's not a lot of interesting characters in this film, but that doesn't make it a terrible film. This movie's all about H and about his own arc without spoiling the film. I will say that as far as action films goes, I've seen better action movies, but this film is not particularly bad. I wish we had got a little bit more rich backstory with H. He's a interesting character, but we don't know much about him. You do know he's a badass, and he kicks people's ass left or right. And that's the thing about Jason Statham, man. All of the movies he's been in, most of them has been action films. Not so much as Snatch, though. Snatch was an interesting movie to say the least, but this is a complete 180. It is certainly entertaining, and it's a film that I would say that you should all check out for yourself. I'm giving this film a 7 out of 10. Yeah, I was entertained. What else can I say? But it's not to a point where this is one of the best films I've seen this year. But it is entertaining. It has an interesting plot. It's just not a lot of backstory with these characters. If anything, I think Guy Ritchie gives another good performance. When it comes to directing films, I always enjoy his movies. This one was not as entertaining as his previous films, but it still was worthwhile, if you know what I'm talking about. And that's my review of the film Wrath of Man. Okay, leave your comments down below in the section and let me know what you think about this film if you've seen it. Do you love it? Hate it? Do you think it's alright? And also, what is your favorite film from director Guy Ritchie? Alright, this is Film Guy 172 saying, peace out.